Hello, what are your top 5 tips to avoid the emergency room veterinarian during the holidays? I was listening to the TV this morning, which I tend to turn on very quickly and turn off very quickly, but there was a veterinarian from the Pittsburgh area that was talking about his top 5 tips to avoid the emergency room with your pet during the holidays. And I wanted to share them with you. The vet's name is Dr. Mike, and he has the Animal General Hospital in Cranberry Township around Pittsburgh. Hi. Be sure to let me know. I'm not listening to the comments right now because I'm trying to keep track of Gusto. But these are his top 5. Number 1, of course, affects the GI tract. And even now with Gusto, I have to be very careful about what he eats because his tract is still developing. And I did make the mistake of giving him a little bit of gravy, just a teaspoonful of gravy on top of his canned food, and I had a mess to clean up. So watch the gravy, that's one of the tips. Also, watch the poinsettias and the chocolate that you put under the Christmas tree, because dogs have a way of sniffing that out, and the mistletoe and the holly. So I know at home in Maryland I have holly bushes. Here in Pennsylvania I don't have to worry about that. The other thing he mentioned was foreign bodies, such as pine needles if you have a real Christmas tree in your house, the tinsel if you're still using tinsel, cooked bones are a biggie. And I know that you probably already know this, but if you're having guests in your home, they probably don't always know, especially some of our senior citizens, because they think all bones are good. My parents had given their little Pomeranian a bone, and if I hadn't been visiting, the poor little guy would have choked to death. So be very, very careful with that. And they also mentioned bows and ribbons. Then there's also the soft tissue industry, injuries, such as, again, if they're trying to eat the pine needles, they could cut inside their mouth. Ornaments, if they break them in their mouth. And he even gave an example of a dog that had swallowed a whole ornament, and it showed up on surgery. How that ornament actually went through the dog's esophagus and into his stomach, goodness only knows, but it resulted in surgery. So then he went on, of course, to leave a positive note about the do's. What do you do with your pet during a holiday? And he mentioned giving your pet stuffed toys. Well, this is what Gusto thinks of his stuffed toys. He's ripped the face off this kitty cat. He has taken 2 limbs off his squirrel and ripped out the squeaker. He has totally annihilated his search and rescue dog, trying to get to the squeakers. Let me see, here is his duck that used to have a compartment where you would hide a squeaker. And of course, he's ripped all of that apart and taken out the insides of the duck. And here's his Santa Claus, totally unstuffed. And his little bone, also unstuffed. But I find as long as he's not chewing these things, I don't mind if he has something that's not stuffed. So what else did he mention? Oh yes, because of the squeaky toys, he mentioned that there is now a new toy out called Hear Doggy, which means it's still a squeaky toy, but we as humans can hear the squeak. He also recommends laser toys. I've never been a big proponent of that, especially if you have children as guests, because they could be shining that laser toy in the pet's eyes. The cat wand, anybody can make a cat wand. You don't have to buy the fancy ones. And boxes. Gusto will steal a box and shred it in a minute, especially the Kleenex boxes. So yes, boxes are a great, great toy. So share with me the do's and don'ts for your pet for your holiday time. Are you having your celebration at your home, or do you have to leave your pets at home and enjoy your celebration without worrying about your pets somewhere else? So always good to see you. Have a Merry Christmas. And if I knew how to see the comments without messing things up, I would look. At any rate, leave your comment below and I will answer you later. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.